Welcome back, it's me Lou. I'm here for a very special video. So today we are going to jump into the time machine and travel back a whole 15 years to the year 2008 as we take a look at this. From Hasbro, celebrating the 25th anniversary of G.I. Joe, we have this awesome comic 2-pack featuring Firefly on our left and Storm Shadow on our right. Alright, so back in 2007, Hasbro was celebrating the 25th anniversary of G.I. Joe, a real American hero. Back in 1982, I was in kindergarten, and I've grown up with G.I. Joe since way back then. This was one of the comic book packs that came out the following year in 2008, and it's a fantastic set. I have this loose in my collection, but the figures are buried deep down in a box, covered by other boxes, so right now it's kind of hard for me to get to them. But I found this mint on card out in the wild at a local collectible toy store. I got it for a steal of a price, and I just had to have it. So what you see here is a comic book 2-pack. Around this period of time during the mid-2000s, Hasbro was really keen on producing comic book packs, not only for G.I. Joe, but also for Star Wars. The comic book packs would often come with a comic book and also 2 action figures. The comic book was essentially a reprint. In the case of G.I. Joe, it was reprinting some of the older Marvel comic books and also some of the IDW comic books, which I think also incorporated the old Devil's Due books, if you remember those. So this comic book pack features a comic written by the legendary Larry Hama. It comes with a very, very cool, unique-looking version of Firefly, the Saboteur, and of course, everyone's favorite Cobra Ninja, Storm Shadow. Firefly comes with a cool backpack, a vest, assault rifle, looks like an Uzi, and some goggles. Storm Shadow is slightly, costumed differently than usual. He's going shirtless with a very unique looking vest that comes with shoulder pads and a harness. He's also outfitted with Wolverine type claws, as you can see right there, and also looks like some form of like nunchucks or with a scythe on the end of one of them. Oh, actually, scythes on both ends. No, sickles. I take it back. There's sickles on both ends. And he also comes with a backpack that can hold 2 katana blades. We have nice comic book inspired illustrations on the left and right. And then on the back, talks a little bit about Larry Hama. And then here's a brief introduction to the comic book and the story. Other 2-packs that were available at this time, there was one that came with Shipwreck and Copperhead, which I think I do have this in my collection still. I might have reviewed that actually. And there's even also the Oblivion Express, which comes with Duke and Red Star, who I think is part of the October Guard. So if you're a Joe fan during this time period, it was really fun. With it being the 25th anniversary, Hasbro pulled all stops, and they were just giving us so many action figures. They were re-releasing some of the vehicles, and of course we got these really cool 2-packs. This is something that if you ever see it in the wild for a reasonable price, I think it's worth picking up, especially for this very uniquely designed Storm Shadow. I know a lot of fans are very fond of Storm Shadow in his traditional gear, but this one just looks really wild. I think it's awesome. Likewise with Firefly, even though he retains his classic color scheme, he's kind of outfitted with this unique vest and backpack. So it has some pretty cool accessories. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. I'm a huge fan of the Hasbro comic book packs, whether it was G.I. Joe or Star Wars. The Star Wars ones especially, they did some really cool stuff. In the Star Wars realm, they'd take some of the gems of the Dark Horse comic books, and then they would bless us with some, lesser known non-mainstream characters. And for me, being a Star Wars fan, it was kind of cool that they were dipping into the expanded universe like that. Likewise, on the Joe end, it's kind of cool that we got, these comic book inspired versions of the characters. All right, so with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.